look at how thick the one we got today is. For those that don't know how this works, if you haven't seen the past ones, I go through whatever it is I'm ranking in the video so I can get a nice clear refresher of whatever I'm trying to rank, so it could really have a nice good opinion on it, you know what I'm saying? This has been a long time coming because I did a poll and I said, what would you guys like to see? Here's the poll. You guys voted for the ultimate Kingdom Hearts boss themes tier list. Sorry for how long it's taking. I wanted to get the next character dive done, and hey, if you didn't see that one, go ahead and check it out. It's a Persona 1 based on Akinari Kamiki, and a brand new addition that I've never done in the ultimate tier list video. We got a randomize. It's a whole big old wheel. And of course, shout out to Van and Yoshio 808 for having compilations and playlists of these boss themes, so I don't have to go searching forever for them. If you want to see more ultimate tier lists and some more of my original series that I have on my channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified, because you know how YouTube be with its Alright, what do we have first? What are we getting first? And each time it settles on one, I just delete the name from the list. So Anger Unchained boss theme 1. This is a Kingdom Hearts 3 one, right? Yes, it is. Anger Unchained. Ooh, from what I remember, this is a good one. This is a really good song. I like this one. I feel like the Kingdom Hearts 3 Heartless boss themes are a bit more slept on because maybe they're not as iconic as Sinister Shadows or The Tumbling or Uncontrollable. But this one, I really felt the tone and the tension. Hey, it's the brass instruments, saxophone, trumpet, trombone, especially French horn. I got a weakness. Those scream tension, battle, all of those things. This one's a lot of fun too. I always picture the tree boss in the Tangled World at the very end, and man, was it a banger. I was like, okay. Dun 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 dun. The drums in the back. Oh, it's over already. Well, Anger Unchained or boss theme 1 for Kingdom Hearts 3. The order of these are probably going to be changing a lot as I go through, as I adjust some of the other ones. It's definitely better than a B tier. I can't say it's an S tier almost peak. Definitely a banger alert one. What do we got next? Let's get a Days song. There's not many Days songs. Ooh, never mind. So we get Lemon Ninja Obscura 1. This is one of the 2 anthems in Dream Drop Distance. This definitely screams anthem. Tension strings and the oh, here comes the opera, quote unquote. The choir, I'll say, not opera, the choir. Can y'all like speak up a little bit? I think this is a lot more subtle for a battle than Lemon Ninja Obscura 2. I feel like this is like the phase 1. Ooh, the key change definitely switched it up a whole lot. It's like just tickling the strings. Ooh. Go ahead and give me the chills throwing in the study moment. Oh, I love it. That stepped it up a little bit. You have to go straight into C, but I think I can give you a B for that one. I completely forgot to say this, but I always make the icons when I do the tier list for these videos, so you guys can go ahead and make these yourselves if you want to. The link is in the description, and you can tweet me your tier list if you want to. Twitter's also below. Follow me over there too. Getting colder, but still good. You can have that one. Lemon Ninja Obscura 1. Get out. Give me a Birth by Sleep song. Give me the Tumbling. No. Dang, man. You know what? I can't even be too mad. Into the Darkness, specifically the Birth by Sleep version. I easily could have got the Kingdom Hearts 3 version, but hey, it still gave me a Birth by Sleep one. Gotta lock in for this one, man. Does it always sound like that voice line right there? It's saying like Vin. Anyone else think that? That's probably just me wanting to put that in there, but imagine if it was though. Let me know in the comments if someone could actually find out if it is. This is an incredible song, I had to say. I don't think there's any song in the Kingdom Hearts series prior to Birth by Sleep that has a song like this. You might be saying like, why do you say that? That's mainly because the intro is so chaotic, I guess you could say. I mean, if it's Vanita, she's so mysteriously chaotic. But then once the beat hits, it's pure confidence. Let me turn this up a little bit. Oh, it's a more upbeat than you would expect. It's one of the few main boss themes that doesn't have a choir or really intense violins for its track. It's like almost all the horns and drums. Ooh, you guys hear that? Hold on, let me go back a little bit. There's one unversed boss theme, I think it's Uncontrollable, where it also has that same motif, and it's really similar to one of the Heartless motifs. The tension strings almost reminds you of like pitter-pattering of the feet of the Heartless or the unversed, or it's like really light drops that you add into a really upbeat and chaotic track to where it's just like, okay, these enemies are everywhere. That's what it feels like to me. It really fits the ambiance, and the fact that Vanitas has that same motif in there gotta be intentional. Oh, it went up. It goes, usually it goes but it goes then it restarts again. There's a loop. Man, this song is really good. Really impressive. It's one of those making you really want to bop to the music, but at the same time it levels up your focus like it's a real danger to you. Really good. Into the Darkness, Birth by Sleep version. You definitely can get an almost peak. That song is. Thank you, Wheel, for obliging me with the Birth by Sleep version. Maybe I should have randomized it or shuffled it a little bit. No, that was more tense. Wheel, give me. Let's try Knock Fuego. Give us a little bit of Yozora vibes. Oh, the deep end, all phases. Whoo, I'm be real. I definitely don't remember what this is. Oh, it's a Kingdom Hearts 1 song. What up? I turned it up last time. Let me turn it back down a little bit. Yeah. Y'all thinking the same thing as me right now? Maybe. But if you need to know what I'm thinking, what are the more forgettable ones? Don't get me wrong, Kingdom Hearts still has really good music. Kingdom Hearts music just gets so much better over time. Like, it already started off great, and then just said, all right, let's just constantly, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, I like that switch up. Is that a flute? Some sort of wind instrument. What a wind? The deep end? That it? That all you got from me? Yeah, definitely one of the more forgettable ones. It was okay. It just feels like it doesn't really go anywhere, you know what I'm saying? The deep end. Why do I have Rock Titan on this one? Who is next? Let's get No More Bugs out of the way. Not that that's a bad song, but it's the only recorded one. Oh, I shuffled it a good 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Almost called it again, and the wheel just says, no. Racial Assassin, which one are you? Definitely Marluxia. You can go right up here so I don't lose you. This is definitely either one of the first phases or the very first phase of Marluxia. Yeah, it seems pretty tame enough to be a starting song for numerous phases. It's not Scythe the Petals. Scythe the Petals starts off so strong, man. Now watch me look it up, and Scythe the Petals is actually phase 1. Ooh, I like that violin. That's a good change. Except let the piano take the biggest key. Oh, and now the drum line and the violin both took the back seat for the piano to come in. Ooh, that's another side, another story motif right there, baby. I heard that one. That's the world that never was special. You're not getting that one past me. Okay, that took it up from a C to a B. Also, I don't know if I said this, I will also be trying to order them within the tiers as well. And if 2 within a tier are equal to each other, I'll mention it. Not bad, impressive. I'm impressive. I mean, I'm impressed. Look. Maybe I should shuffle these between each spin just to make it interesting. Don't do this to me. This early? Okay. I was about to say, look, this is early on. We're gonna get dismissed this early on. Tension Rising, Reaper's Revenge. This is one that I've gotten put on to more recently that I was sleeping on. You know how I was talking about in Into the Darkness, how it had the skittering motif that a lot of the unversed songs had to really signify the pitter-pattering of the floods. How Tension Rising also has that skittering sound. Tension Rising has such an impressive usage of tension. I didn't realize it with the original version, but with Reaper's Revenge, am I even gonna talk during this one, or I just want to take it all in? Enjoy the ride with me. Those right there, that's what I'm talking about. Now listen to how that escalates as we continue. Oh, you see that upward swing? You see how much it changed? It's so chaotic and unpredictable. It's like the unversed, whether it's the minions or the bosses. That's just how they are, and you have to maintain such intense focus when you're fighting them. That fits not only from a gameplay perspective, but especially it goes so much more towards respect in the narrative. That's one thing that I feel like not all JRPGs are able to capitalize onto, is respect to the enemies you fight in the narrative, not even just for the main bosses, the enemies that you're facing of all ranks and levels. Now wait till the beat drops. Listen to how they elevate this song from just the normal tension rising. Oh, you hear that? See how that's the bombastic nature, but then the trickling in the back of the skittering even fits just a little bit of chorus in there. This is just for those Reaper nobodies, the size nobodies. I can't even talk so much in this one, man. Now it pretty much loses from here, but I didn't even realize how good this was at first. Did y'all? I didn't. Boy, if you don't get right up there into S tier tension rising Reaper's Revenge more than Into the Darkness, nah, you good. I don't know about that good. You're definitely almost peak, man. Alpha Mind says you can go up here, but you have to bypass Into the Darkness first, and I don't think you got that. Get out. Shuffle, shuffle. Boom. No more bugs. It's gotta happen eventually. Imagine it's the last one. Imagine. Finally, it doesn't juke me. I was about to, bro, I was about to have to listen to the other version of Tension Rising. I mean, it would have been fitting. This is the battle version of Another Side, Another Story. This is the one that I said there's a motif of this song inside Graceful Assassin, which is fitting because this is a heavy organization central song. I mean, so of course it's going to be in Graceful Assassin when it has something to do with an organization member and the one that never was. Pretty sure it also plays in the secret movie, the Another Side, Another Story secret movie. Oh, I didn't realize how dominant that violin tried to take it. And normally once you get to like the first section of, I guess you could say the chorus without vocals, it would more focus on that main instrument rather than keep the drums in there. But this is a battle version of a song, so that's the big difference. Like this, it would do what this did, except it did a second instead of first. No, it didn't do it. Okay. So the second phase is gonna do it though. This one gets the message across really quickly, so it doesn't need to try to spend so long expanding. You get the message because Roxas is going to make his intentions very clear from jump. Another Side, Another Story battle version. I didn't expect to get you done out of the way. Like, where you go, bro? This title was so long, I had a hard time fitting it on there. Definitely better than Graceful Aside. This is a good song. It's really strong in intention and meaning for who it's for when it plays, but it's very simple. Nothing simple is bad, of course. There's a depth that it lacks as far as construction. You know what I mean? Not in message, but in construction. Boom, 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 boom. And watch me end up getting the other tension rising. Again, we got who we got. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm going to guess no more bugs. I'm gonna keep trying until I get it. Mirror Illusion Aqua. Okay, this is what we're doing. We going deep this early. I mean, I can't even say this early as an excuse very often anymore. Here we go. Ooh, I get chills so hard. Oh, you hear that? Now that is terrifying. Takes Aqua's core theme, but some of the alternating notes, it makes it really, really deep. So it has a higher key, then it just goes like dun 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 dun. So it's really already unsettling, and it's like a curtain being pulled of just high vibrations just showering in on you, creeping and creeping and creeping up, and that's so fitting for Aqua's Mirror Illusion. And as it gets louder, it almost sounds like voices too. This part? Oh no, not yet. This part right here. Woo! Chills. That wasn't this is so good chills. That was a chill down my spine. This is horrifying chill. And being in the realm of darkness is exactly what you need, especially when you have to face yourself like it's on the Persona 4 type beat, except way more dangerous, especially for Aqua, who was trying to combat the temptations of just sinking and dying in the realm of darkness. She had to do everything she could to feel things, to stay alive, to fight back, to find a meaning, to go on, and seeing the world constantly collapse around her. And finally, it's like, I'm doing so good to try to keep the darkness away, but I understand the darkness has a depth that we all need to overcome. But it's just like, now myself is the one coming after me. Everything else I've seen in here chase after me and try to combat me and try to take my life. It's me. Oh, this song's really, really good. This is what I mean by simple in construction, kind of like how the other side of the story was, but this one doesn't feel limited even so, you know what I mean? Mirror Illusion Aqua. I felt that one. That's got to be an S+ tier. Actually, specifically, this song has every right and capability of being S+, but simply because of this, Dark Dive is basically this song, but juiced. Get on out. We're not gonna shuffle this time. That's its own form of randomization, you know what I'm saying? No? Alright. Vim and Vigor. This is Kingdom Hearts 2. Where are you at, sir? That's who you are. This one's definitely a classic. One of the more tame Kingdom Hearts 2 ones. It's still good, but it's definitely not the best Kingdom Hearts 2 has to offer. Oh, the most replayed sections are right here. Let's see what the most replayed section got. Because this is another song that heavily loops. Let's see what this got, and we'll probably cut it off there. Look at the rest. Look at the rest. Oh, not yet. Not yet. It's not dropping yet. Yeah, that's the most replayed second, of course. Understandable. That's where it really... Okay, I'd expect it to do it again, but before it goes back down. Wow, that really went hard on the cymbals there. Yeah. This one's good. This one doesn't give me some more oomph like some other songs does. Good track, a good track. I think that's all I need to hear though. Vim and Vigor. You're not forgettable, but you're not especially memorable. But where are you at? Huh? There you are. Yeah, I could say that. B tier being strongest one. I'm surprised I don't have more than A tier banger, but hey, this is exactly why we do the randoms. Not gonna say no more bugs this time. I'm going to say the tumbling. That's an epic one. I didn't see it. Destati. Here we go. I'm gonna be saying that for a lot of these just because they're all just so impressive, man. But Destati, let's go ahead and get the origin down first. Shout out to Riku Deep Hearts. This was the only Destati label song of the Kingdom Hearts 1 version that I could find. Rusty picture, but we just gotta soak this one in. Foundation right here. I'll just listen. Ooh, that's a very clear vocalization right there. That's an opera. Ooh, you hear the slow coming in. Dun 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 dun. See how the layers just slowly creep in? So quiet and subtle. It gives you every single piece it needs until it becomes really, really epic. It takes its time. That's how confident the song is. Bro, my ankle's there. Hold on now. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you see how it changed in the first chorus? It was really quiet and still on the incline, but in the second, now it just shocks. I don't think I did this in the first section, did it? Was I listening carefully enough? I was all locked in, but was I really? Oh, that's a whole different crew doing the vocals there. Dun, 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 dun. I still remember hearing this in Kingdom Hearts trailers when on TV and stuff, man. Destati is an inspiration. What a finale. Oh, that's how you know it's not just a loop. All right, Destati, let me go ahead and put some respect on your name. You are an inspiration, my boy. Easy banger alert. You're not as active as some of the other ones, but you don't need to be. You make your intentions clear. I think it's one of the only instances where the choir in the Destati key motif section has a different line of vocalizers. Because usually it's the higher pitched ones, but then had the deeper pitched ones in the second and the third section, actually. I never noticed that. But you going right here. We got next. This wheel really wants to tease me with Dismiss. I would have been pretty fitting behind the study, but not yet. Zegbar's 13th Dilemma. Now, all of this is the ultimate Kingdom Hearts boss theme tier list. I have to admit something. It doesn't have every single boss theme, but wait, because there's so many different renditions of certain songs, but certain ones weren't really different enough to impress or to really feel like it was worth with it still just being a different rendition of a song. Like, I don't think I put in Sykes' version of either 13th Dilemma or 13th Struggle, one of the two, or one of the other organization members. It might have been Luxor's version, but I don't know. But there's basically different organization versions of some of the 13 Dilemmas or Struggles, things like that. And I didn't put in all of them in some of the other songs because it just wouldn't have been worth it because it wasn't different enough. But this one had to be, even though I don't remember how it was. Oh, what you got for me? Let's replay right here. Oh, this is different. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. You're really taking a different take, Zegbar. Oh yeah, this is definitely why I picked this one. This hardly even sounds like 13th Dilemma. I mean, you can still hear it, but it's so much more. Dun, 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 dun. You can just see the smirk on Zegbar's face. This is definitely more than different enough. Let's see what's so good about this most replay section. This is it's probably one of YouTube's best additions. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it didn't go down that time. Oh, the takeaway. Oh, that pause. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it kept going there. That pause was very, very good. That's how you break ankles. And what's right here? When you hear that? Boom, boom, boom. The electronic. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. Yep, that's why it's the most replayed section, because that's where it really feels itself. Then it goes right back into, that's why the section went back up just a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. You still maybe just a slight comparison with the study, not exactly having the motif, but just the elevation, just the elevation a little bit. Hold up. Oh, that sounds so heroic. Okay. Maybe because Zegbar, who's also Lucio, feels like he's more of a hero in this story. Like he's one of the only ones who really knows what's going on. I wonder I put that in there to choose. That was impressive. And it just keeps looping from here pretty much. Man, that's good. That's some good stuff right there. Okay, Zegbar. You're definitely really, really unique, sir. I'm gonna put you right there. I think that's good. Hunter of the Dark, yeah. This one is so 2.8. I mean, it's in 2.8, but it's originally from the secret episode. I mean, because it's when he plays Aqua in the Realm of Darkness, and you have the Red Eyes Unverse. I forgot his name. I mean, is it Hunter of the Dark? No, it's not Unverse. It's Heartless. That's when Aqua realizes this is no Unverse. This is just a dweller of darkness. Yeah, that's the Heartless for you. They have no holds barred. Plus, Vanitas is gone, so well. And here, those tension keys again. Dun, 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 dun. Just like in Tension Rising, they love doing that when it comes to I told you, when it comes to these Heartless and Unverse, they love doing that. Erratic, but intelligent. Exactly what defines a Hunter of the Dark. Oh, an entire keychain on the pianos. Then back to low again. That was strong. Very good. This song is very good. And you can go right up there, sir. Let's give it a nice extra shuffle. Get Dismiss off yellow, because it is creeping up. Watch me get Dismissed now. It was so close. Bro, look at the 5 next to each other. Nocflagle, Kingdom Hearts 3's version of Dismiss, Kingdom Hearts 3's Rage Awaken, Impero Oscuro, The Other Promise. And they did get me. And Pedal's Girl, this young Xehanort theme from Dream Drop Distance. Y'all know this one so fits young Xehanort. It's not like old man Xehanort's theme. It's not like Ansem and Xemnas, but it's that pure young man energy, that pure young man confidence and unrelenting ferocity, but still really intelligent and not mindless. This song and Melody of Memory on the hardest difficulty, jeez. Those that saw my Melody of Memory streams, who have seen my Melody of Memory streams, I think waxes me. Dun, dun, dun. And it really also feels like, even though it was made after songs like for Ansem and Xemnas, it really makes you feel like this is young Xehanort's theme. So that's all the components of what you'll find in Ansem's theme and Xemnas' theme, like this. Hardcore, really violin focused, erratic violin focused with the back and forth. It's just like Xemnas. It's more like Ansem. Oh, this is still like Xemnas. And then just like Anthems, it has a lot of the electronic like static, but it's really low. Just like how the started off low and it slowly had an incline, but it really takes its time and it's really subtle with the quiet notes like this. This is so Ansem. Then its own original version. Ooh, turn it up just a little bit. Just gotta dive in. This is really like Lemon Ninja Oscura too. We haven't listened to that one yet, but if you know, you know. The main notes you hear right here, main note expression is really making you feel like it's a chorus, but it's not vocals, it's pure instruments. Get back to Xemnas. Or Xemnas style, I should say. It's not like Forza Finale where it literally has all of them. This is more like an inspiration, a foundation to Ansem and Xemnas. Kind of like how the study for Ansem was an inspiration to Xemnas and Terranort. This is trying to say, okay, well, look at where the study got it from me. You are going right here. Yes, sir. Yeah. Like I said, as I go, these things probably going to change up some more. Who's next? Get out. Bro, it keeps wanting me to almost do Dismiss. It's not gonna let me forget about it, man. It's not. Tensor Rising, Angelic Amber. This one I remember. I don't think I like it more than Reaper's Revenge, but I still remember it being surprisingly impressive. It's almost, this sounds like a really quiet organ. That is creepy. Yeah, this one's way more like a traditional Tensor Rising. It just gets into the main section immediately, except it's not bombastic. Ooh. Boom. You hear that in the background? Okay. That, wow, I've never heard that before. This is a very confident song. It really gives me Graceful Assassin vibes. Dun, dun, dun. It's not bombastic and loud or really full, but it's not hollow either. I guess I can't say not as creative, but it takes a different approach. Reaper's Revenge goes start, cut, start, cut, start, cut. So you're really caught off guard, but also have you be even more bombastic than normal Tensor Rising. But this one takes a really lighter, feathery approach. You could definitely go right here. You're interesting. Top of B I can give you, but if I could put you between top of B and bottom of A, that's where I'd put you. We get now No More Bugs or Critical Drive, one of the two. Oh, just barely. Wow. This I'm pretty sure is just Old Man Xehanort's boss theme from what I remember. Actually, no, this isn't. Does this play during Old Man Xehanort's fight at the end of Terra's story? Or is this just breaks? Do you fight break to this? I think you do fight break to this. Is it both? I think you do. I think you do fight both break and Old Man Xehanort to this. Master Xehanort. Ooh. It's like me to put on the negative version of careful and confident, not full force, go, go, go confident like in Limpedo Oscuro's Young Xehanort says, but it takes to really, you're all in my trap. What do I have to lose? What do I have to fear you? And I'm still stronger than you in a scrap type vibes to it. One that's going to take its time. One that's going to really just stand firm. Even when it looks like I'm losing, I'm not. I don't need to be extra. I don't need to be so active. I'm good, and I'm still more than enough for you. Definitely go. This one's really epic. I'll give you that. It's really epic. We got next. Show it to me. Way to go, Drive. Well, I didn't say it this round, but I said it last round. Another Days song. Yeah, it's one of the ones when you're like fighting, trying to leave the castle. This one plays in Kingdom Hearts 2 also, fighting nobody, just in the castle in general. This could just be the main like battle theme of being inside the castle. Yeah, I remember this one very well. I don't need to listen to this one very long. I remember this one very well. Some of these may get breezed through. I do like the. What are you doing right now? Better be glad you did that before I ranked it. I mean, I would have ended up changing it anyway. Where are you? Yeah, I put the artificial Kingdom Hearts up here. Could definitely go right there. You're good. And we move on once again. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Okay. I was about to say Data Shield. Vector to the Heavens. Tension Rising. OG Tension Rising. The name is like beyond perfect for that song. It's actually ridiculous. Iconic too. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 is a really, really good game. I'll give you more than Anger Chain. Wow. More bottom heavy than I expected. These two are gonna fill up straight up. They're going to. It's inevitable. Hit them with this good 10 times. There we go. Not looking, not looking, not looking. I can't just see what it picks. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there it goes. Forza de Male, which this is Riku's in Kingdom Hearts 1, I believe. Let me see if there really isn't much of any difference from what I remember. Oh, I didn't know that was in this song. No wonder. That's where 13 Struggle gets it from. I don't know if you guys heard it, but there's that motif that goes. That was in here. I just heard it. You're probably gonna hear it again, but that's what 13 Struggle get it, except it goes. I think that's 13 Struggle. But that song, you know which one that is. But this one had it went. Ooh, no wonder the organization has that intro, and it's iconic too. But except it escalates that key section right there. That's that snippet. Oh, that was loud. Okay, go off on that piano. Just go ahead and just slide all the way up and down on that one. I respect it. Honestly, when I was making the template for this one, I was like, Forza de Male, Forza de Male, however you even say it, but you ain't got nothing on you. You ain't got nothing on you. This is gonna be so top heavy, which it is going to be by the end of this. You, sir, you can go right here. Honestly, boom, bam. Let me do this. There we go. You know what, honestly, thinking about those two more, like I said, this is gonna change a lot, but I mean, honestly, yeah, Forza de Male just like made me rethink this one, just because of the nature of the song. Like I said, that's what Yoko does. She's like, okay, let me take these songs that I've made before and see how I can implement them into later songs, whole sections, fusing sections, just motifs, all of those. Not shuffling, it's its own form of shuffling sometimes instead of shuffling it 20 times. Dark Impetus, ooh, the key. Wow, it still could have moved, but Dark Impetus just stole that pack. It's like, nah. Now, you can hear where this is a precursor to Limpedo Oscuro entirely, because mysterious figure, that secret boss in Birth by Sleep, is young Xehanort. You can tell just about the construction and fighting style, utility with time moves, the coloring of the weapons. Code still, there's a different time in his life. Now, funny story. So in Birth by Sleep, way back when Birth by Sleep was still only a PSP game, and I don't even think Recoded was even out. None of the AC remixes were out. I'm talking like Birth by Sleep was the newest Kingdom Hearts game. Playing it on my PSP, played through all the stories. I wanted to fight the secret boss, and I was like, you know what? Because I know just how crazy this boss is, let me prove my worth by fighting a mysterious figure with Terra on critical. No surges, no mines, straight up scrap. And I want to tell you, when I say it took me years to beat that, oh my lord, do you know how much pain I went through? No dodge roll to abuse invincibility frames, no surges just to keep him in hit stun forever. Oh, and do you hear this section? Young Xehanort has the exact same section, except it's not nearly as boisterous in this song. Anyway, back to the story. No mines, which means I can't just interrupt his combos and explode him up into the air where I can combo him. None of that. Doesn't have the magic attack stat like Aqua. Doesn't have the quick hits like Ven, to where I can just get a whole bunch more quick hits in and then dive back out. What was thinking? What was I thinking, man? I just wanted to prove myself. Eventually, it happened. Never beat a lingering spirit Vanitas like that though. But yeah, I hope you liked that story. Dark Impetus, you're definitely gonna go right up here too. L'Impero Oscuro, but boneless, but not boneless. Who's next? Dang, we're just going all out with the Birth by Sleep right now, huh? That's to tell me the truth. Shout out to Umbra of Ericus. And I say this song is so good. Is it better than Dark Impetus? I wouldn't say so, but it's really unsuspecting of Master Ericus. I mean, it is supposed to be his armor, you know, more intimidating, more epic, which is why the French horns are a bit louder. And it's but it still has a more high piano keys, but it's not as ominous or as intimidating as Dark Impetus or Black Powder is. But it's saying, hey, the light is just as strong as the darkness, so you have to be quick on your feet to beat me. It wasn't as hard as a boss fight either, as a mysterious figure, but yeah, this one I feel like it's a lot of I don't even talk. There's as much to talk about with this one, but it's still a very, very strong track. I like it a lot. That sounds like a piece of Aqua's theme in there. Is that a piece of Aqua's theme? Let me know what you guys think about that one right there. Definitely sounds akin to Aqua's theme. Makes sense because from a duty standpoint, Aqua was the closest to Ericus, but from a, I guess you could say, relationship standpoint, like I said, Terra thought of Ericus as a father and Ericus thought of Terra as a son. But also gives me almost like Terra's theme vibes too. Master, tell me the truth, where you at? You can go not almost peak S tier, but you're definitely good. Actually, I think this makes more sense. This ain't built like this. It's still really, really good and close, but it's not built like this. And shuffle, boom. Done. Ooh, Metatheofficial Oscuro 2. This one I probably won't have to spend as much time on because it's really similar to 1, but it's just like the second phase of it. It's different though. This is kind of like more of like a electronic-y type deal that I was talking about that at the end of Metatheofficial Oscuro 1 earlier on. And it definitely also takes a little bit more from the study closer into the beginning, at least to the quote-unquote chorus of the study, rather than actually following the progressions of the song in a normal sense. But it's still keeping its identity its own self. Where it's not going to be like, oh, I can listen to a Destati dismiss type anthem beat. Nah, it's not that. It's not as close, but it still has the key features of it. I can do this. Bro, it's getting thick. We run into two now. The tumbling? Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this one. Let me hear that. I'm going in now. When you hear the tumbling, you're like, oh, Birth by Sleep? This is where you're taking the music direction? Dun 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 dun. To see how crazy I just talking about how like the Heartless and on verse, specifically those two songs go. It always has that moments where it gets really poppy and high pitched like this right here. And it does excellent with the tension strings, but this is a more high pitched one. So it has a bit more elegance to it. Dun, dun. It lacks a rabid nature that the Heartless ones do. It's a lot more elegant and clean. You can tell the unversed bosses are more like that. Whew. It'll exhaust you, but in the best way. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Definitely think the tumbling deserves S+. It's so good. It's more like thematic depth in comparison to the enemy you're fighting the entire time. And that means so much to a game. I feel like people don't realize how much it means sometimes. Disgusting. Anyway, let me stop. This is what really good said. Oh, you jamming out? You're hype, you're active? Hold this vector to the heavens. You gotta be messed up if you think I'm listening to that not nearly as optimized version of Vector to the Heavens from Days. Nah, the 1.5 version, that's what we get, only the best. I just get hit every single time I hear Vector to the Heavens. I feel like everybody does, because everybody knows just how, even if Shion may not have the most extreme impact on the story of Kingdom Hearts, she has an incredible impact on the heart, on the emotion of Kingdom Hearts in general. That's why she can so easily be a favorite character, because it's what I say all the time. Those that watch my streams, when I'm playing through these JRPGs, I say it all the time. I say, it's much easier to elevate a game by having a more simpler story, but extremely strong characters in writing and execution and emotion and attachment than it is to have a story that is written extremely well, but characters that aren't nearly as strong. So I feel like it's much harder to care about the intensity and the depth and the twists and turns and the epicness of a story in a game if the characters you're playing as and you're taking the journey with don't really capitalize on all of the aspects of the journey that you're going through. It's like the strength of the characters can really make the story writing of a game excel, even if that story writing in and of itself may not be the craziest thing, but the characters can make it special. That's why I feel like so many people love Kingdom Hearts. The story of Kingdom Hearts is good, and of course it could be really extra and a lot to handle at times. There's a lot of games and a lot of lore and stuff like that, but you can follow along because they give you all the materials. I feel like that's a lot of people on what a lot of people on the outside didn't mistake it for being complicated and confusing and badly written. It's not. It's just a lot of games and a lot of story, and all of its thematic purposes of all this fighting, all this death, and all this wanting to find myself around me when there's a special place at home with the people that I'm growing to love and care about. And now I'm put in a position to where I for once have to give that all up for the sake of somebody I don't even know. But now that I understand the world a bit more, I have to give up all that I am in the memory of all that I am for this world. And that is why Vector to Heaven so excellently captures Shion's scenes, but in a sense to where it's still so sad, but it's so epic in way of capturing Shion's conviction. Even so, it hurts and it's sad, and I want to keep it, it's okay. And that's where it mellows out. Incredible, man. If you didn't watch my Kingdom Hearts character themes tier list, I went through all the character themes for those that have them in Kingdom Hearts. Like I went through Aqua's theme, Ventus's theme, Shion's theme, Naminé's theme, Kairi's, Sora's, Riku, all of those. If you want to hear me gush like that about Shion's theme and a lot more detail, go and check out that video. The link will be below. I think it goes without saying, man. S+, man. Whiplash, but I'll eat that up every day. Breakable chains. This, honestly, for a lot of reasons, probably don't have to talk as much about because I feel like Into the Darkness, I did a lot of the talking, but this basically takes the cockiness and pure, oh, that's loud, pure like chaoticness away from Vanitas, and now he still has that confidence, but it's more, I'm ready to finish this. I don't need to hold back anymore. I'm full focusing and taking you seriously. I want to finish things because you've gotten too close to me and you have the ability to stop me now, Ventus. And that's why it takes a whole bunch of chaoticness away. Now it's just going for a steady, 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 but it still keeps the core of Vanitas' track, and it's just so much more at peace with himself. And that's just next level, man. Even this part right here, it's still faster than it was in the beginning, but it's still slower than Into the Darkness, because it's like, okay, don't forget, I'm still Vanitas, I'm still intense, but I'll ramp it up a bit, but not too much to where I even have a slightest risk of getting sloppy, then I take it back down. A lot of similar stuff as Into the Darkness, but so yeah, Unbreakable Chains. Part of me wants to put you up in S+, but I think you're just barely off. I think you might be the gatekeeper to S+. All right, let's try it again. That's what we doing. Heart is one. Rep Kingdom Hearts 3. When Roxas and Shion come back. Where are you at, man? Get over here. So remember all that I said about Vectors of the Heavens playing on Shion's theme and Shion's character. This just takes all of that and it's just like, I'm back, baby. So let me just go all in on the epicness. I don't have to dive deep. I can just stay high. It's so epic and upbeat, but it's still like a tears of joy type beat. And remember, don't forget how strong I am. I almost took out Roxas. The other promise is still in here too, and you can hear it. There's aspects of Roxas's theme inside Shion's theme, so it's therefore inside Vector of the Heavens as well. That's why those sections mesh so well. It's like, so yes. That's what it's saying. But we still got a fight to do. Comfortable putting you here. And who is next? 13th Dilemma. This should be a rather quick one. I said some of these are gonna go quick. Some's gonna go quick because just how many there are. Key organization motif here, except it's like a battle rendition. Comes the horns. Now why is this the most? And because it's the part where it combines all of them in there. Dun. And you see how far it dies? Well, yeah, even everyone else was like, yeah, I've heard what I came here for. 13th Dilemma, definitely a classic. Gonna put respect on you. Easy, there you go. I'll be real with you. I started on the next one, as you can see, this one, and I wasn't recording, but I'll happily talk about it again. Cause this song right here, I cannot escape. I'm gonna tell you another story. So for a long time, Rage Awakened was my favorite Kingdom Hearts song. I was like, this is the peak. Can we get much higher? No, we cannot. And then one day I was listening to a whole bunch of Kingdom Hearts music, talking with friends. I'm like, hold up, Dismiss? Where did this come from? Oh, the Terranort fight from final episode of Birth by Sleep. Purple seems my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, and I missed the song. Let me go ahead and listen to it. I listened to it and I was like, oh. Years and years go by and I'm listening to the song more and more often, and I'm just like, Rage Awakened still got it. More time passes, I'm just like, this is top 5, but Rage Awakened still gonna be number 1. Meanwhile, Dismiss creeping up, still building up, and I'm just like, you know, I can give Dismiss the number 2 spot. I cannot deny it. It's my favorite Kingdom Hearts song. Let's get in and enjoy this. I turned it up because I have to. Oh, and another thing, I already put it in S+ before I even listened to it last time. You might be like, oh, above Vector of the Heavens? But it's Vector of the Heavens, how could you? Let's go back and see. Off rip, you have aspect of the study going in there. It's not even going to play around with a slow build up and incline, because you have Xehanort's magic, you have his experience, but you have Terra's useful brute raw power, Xehanort's power and experience. That's the idea of going to wait. It's going to take straight from the study the hardest part, or the second hardest part, because the hardest part is still coming. It's going to keep going from there. Take the violin, take the drums, take the choir, all of that. It's like, you know what? Let me put some respect on this boss fight. Take the tone down a little bit, but now we're going to get to the point to where we don't just have Xehanort's theme, we don't just have Destati in there, we're going to take Terra's theme and just plop it down on him. There, you hear that in there? It's starting to get more bombastic and quote unquote heroic, kind of like Terra's theme. And it's like, you know what? Let me check the core of it and just dun 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 dun. Right there. That's how it's perfectly shows such a big clashing between Xehanort and Terra, still fighting right here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my lord. I gotta listen to that section again. This section is so incredible. And it feels so erratic, but it feels so tightly knit and focused at the same time. Mixing in bits of Aqua's theme in there too. With this violin right there. Dun, dun, dun. You see how the violin's gone now? It's focusing on just the Terra and the Xehanort part. Dun, dun, dun. And it gives you still that huge amount of battle pressure that's necessary. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. The way this song just perfectly encaptures I am Xehanort. Wait a minute, Terra, you're not supposed to be fighting me yet. I have such strong control of the darkness. You couldn't even handle your own. Why are you fighting me? How could you have this confidence? But you know what? I'm in control of this body most of the time. I'm going to impress my darkness and the useful strength of your body onto this world. Boy, you're still fighting back. But wait, no, Aqua's here. Aqua's trying to stop us both. She's trying to take us both out, or rather split us up. I'm not going to let her do that, but you're helping her by making my control over you weaker. This song spits. Incredible. My favorite Kingdom Hearts song. Absolutely. Time for all that is lost. If I remember, like I said, I may not talk about all of these in the same level of depth, but that's okay. This song is good, but like, I don't know, something about, it's like Kingdom Hearts 2 has some really good battle themes and boss themes, but they're mainly so simple that it's hard to really talk about them more than just, yeah, this is a really good song. I like the tone, the keychains, the instruments, the like jingling of the bells, or like the tambourine, that's what it almost sounds like. But it's hard to talk about them at length. Da, 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 da. The Other Promise, man. I mean, obviously the Other Promise is S+ tier. I mean, of course. But the only debate is it better than Vector to the Heavens? What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. If you say this far in the video, put hashtag The Other Promise or hashtag Vector to the Heavens, so I both know you made it this far into the video, as well as which one you think is better. Me, in my opinion, Vector to the Heavens got it. The Other Promise is really strong. I talked at length about Roxas's theme and even parts of The Other Promise in my Ultimate Kingdom Hearts character themes tier list. But The Other Promise is really just like a heartbreaking version of Roxas's theme, fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting for what he wants. It's like everybody's just talking about this Sora. Who is Sora? Why can't I just be me? Why don't I have memories of my past life? I don't know who this is, but yet everybody wants him back. Like, okay, I finally have Axel and Xion. I can form my own life, form my own identity. I don't worry about anything else. But suddenly Axel is only talking about Sora, and he's getting sent off on these secret missions, and he's met Sora. Apparently, I can't trust him. Does he want Xion or does he want me? Like, which one is he going to pick to live? Which one's going to pick to die? And Xion suddenly is talking about going against our friendship. This is all that I had. This is all I want to keep. But everyone's talking about duty, responsibility, and everyone else feels like they have such a higher purpose or doing something for the greater good. And just like actors, everybody thinks they're right, but Roxas doesn't know what is right. He's just fighting to live, and he just wants to be together with his friends and stuff. But everyone else feels like they have such bigger plans and bigger goals, and he doesn't. And he never gets to the point of truly understanding Axel, truly understanding Xion. Even Xion knows that. That's why she was telling Naminé, it's like, Roxas should be returning with me too, but he doesn't understand that, not yet. And Roxas does get to the point to where he understands, but he still doesn't like it. He just knows that I've gotten to this point to where I have to go back to Sora. I fought and fought and fought, but no matter how hard I fought, memories or not, it just led me back to Sora. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a mix of Rage Awakened, and now I know I just said that Rage Awakened used to be my favorite Kingdom Hearts scene, but I'm gonna be real with you. Let's listen. This one's going to go by quick. I don't really like Kingdom Hearts 3's remix version of Rage Awakened. It's like it takes some of the key parts of Rage Awakened but makes them so hollow and spends so much time being Ansem that it's not really capitalizing on lingering will. I'm not Terra Nord. I'm not Xehanort. I'm not Ansem. I am Terra. Yeah, it's not very good. Dark Domination. This song is crazy. Honestly, Dark Domination really lets you know. Oh, Black Powder from Birth by Sleep. Yeah, I think I could share this with Brig. Illy handles my old man side, but Dark Domination just let you know that this is the end. I may be old, but I'm still more powerful than all of you. At least I think so. And Melody and Memory, you are messed up for this song on the hardest difficulty. The song is very, very good, but it fully captures I'm Xehanort, who has power over Ansem and my young self, and Xemnas, and Terra Nord, all the replica versions of them, and but I am still Xehanort. That's exactly what I picked, this specific image of Xehanort. There it goes, right up there on Banger Alert. This is where it gets its own original take. Hold up, Dark Domination, hold up. I'll see what got picked in a second. When you're fighting Xehanort to this, man, and he starts bringing out the Keyblade and he perfectly wields light and darkness in balance. Oh, duh, you're gonna have to go up right there. That section right there, it saved you. Dread of Night, listen. You gotta go down there, my boy. I'm not a fan. If y'all are a fan, hey, I'm sorry, but you gonna have to hold that one, because I had listened to it. Did it share Vector to the Heavens? Okay. This one's also going to go by quick too. Not in a bad way, but mainly because I talked at length about Vector to the Heavens already. But the only difference between that and this is that it's like it takes Vector to the Heavens and Hard as One in terms of it's like, okay, I'm no longer sad like Vector to the Heavens or bittersweet like Vector to the Heavens. And I'm still bombastic and confident and upbeat as Hard as One is, but I'm not cheery upbeat. I'm more of a it's time to scrap type upbeat. Hard as One is definitely one you'll hear in a situation to where you're at a really, really big tears of joy moment. But this is where it's like a epic battle. That's all that's going on. That's all you need to think about, nothing else. That's why this is an incredible composition, man. Almost kind of what Dark Dive does, but not nearly. It's not the level of Dark Dive, absolutely not. But hear that? Is that a trombone or I don't know, or whatever it is, whatever brass instrument it is, it's got me. It's got me. Dun, 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 but it's still triumphant. It's almost like it almost really reminds me like a war signal where you have the horn and the banner flowing. Shout out to Fiona from Xenoblade 3. War drums, war horn, all of that. I'm comfortably putting you right here. I'm better Oscura levels, but actually no, I think you are better. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Who's next? Well, we've really gone through. Oh, like I said, there's still some of these that I don't need to talk to at length about. Destiny's Force, everybody and their mama knows what that one is. Dark Side, get over here. Where you at? It's a classic, but you're going right here, buddy. See you. There's nothing I can say about you anyway. What? If you appear in so many Kingdom Hearts games and that you're a recurring enemy, cite the pedals. Better. This one does what I feel like a graceful assassin should have done. As like it really takes a different take using the organization's motifs of this volume of horn, constant drums, but also really pretty, kind of like a graceful assassin. The drums come in, it's like, it's still nice and pretty and epic, but don't get it twisted. I'm still a boss just like anyone else. I got put on the Cite the Pedals a lot more recently, and that's mainly because I meant to listen to Graceful Assassin, but no, it's this one. Eye of Darkness. Which one are you? Are you the Armored Ventus Nightmare one? Now look at the length of this song, because everybody loves this song. That's how you know. I mean, it's pretty short anyway, and it doesn't have nearly as much mix as some of the other songs do. It's pretty straightforward. That's why this one's probably also gonna be quick. But honestly, I wanted to hear some more of Ventus's theme in here, but I really don't hear a lot of Ventus's theme. Maybe because Vengeance's theme is so different and it's hard to mix that into a battle really well. Mainly because of the position of where it is in the game. It's like at the point of the game to where it's like, okay, I already beat the final bosses, but wait, I have to go and save Sora, but there's still this armored nightmare that I have to fight. You don't want to make the boss fight too hard or it's going to be a pain. You don't want to add so much more emotion after you've already passed the point of the game to where it's like, oh, I thought that was the final boss. So you don't want to make it feel like it's dragging. Armor Vengeance Nightmare is epic. It's really similar to Master Tell Me the Truth. It's straightforward, it's honest, but it's really, really epic. And it's just like, it doesn't need to change a whole lot. 13th Reflection, I don't need to talk too much about that one. Everybody's fought the data fights. I can only find you. Yeah, I even put the data symbols on here. Banger alert. Yes, sir. Unforgettable. This is not as good as the tumbling, unfortunately, but it's still really good. This one does an extremely good job. Ooh, it's like tension rising, but made for the unverse. This is probably what a lot of you probably hear first. I heard the tumbling first because even way back when Birth by Sleep came out, like I said, PSP, I played Terra first because back then you didn't have a whole bunch of resources to tell you what's the preferred order you should play in. I just instinctively thought like, I feel like I should play Terra's first when I went visit Sinakwa. I was on top of things, you know what I'm saying? Actually, no, I think you still hear Unforgettable first when you fight the Wheelmaster in Enchanted Dominion, but you hear Unforgettable when you're fighting the Symphony Master, I think. Yes, I haven't put the Wheelmaster on here. Yes, sir. Banger. So where did it even put? Oh yeah, I put the tumbling right there. Unforgettable was very, very good. You're gonna go right here. For the record, the Kingdom Hearts 3 version isn't nearly as good, but you can still go. I'm gonna put you right here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Birth by Sleep music, just the best. It's just the best. It's just the best. It's the best Kingdom Hearts game. It has the best music. It has the best story. It's the best characters. Oh, just barely got Wave of Darkness 1. Wave of Darkness 1 is there's really nothing a whole lot to talk about with Wave of Darkness 1 except it's just built different. Can we just listen to this wholly? We just listen to this one straight through. I'm not even gonna say nothing, but let's just have a jam session. So good, bro. I might do Melody and Memory streams just so I can play some more of these songs again and gust the Kingdom Hearts music. And bro, as lazy as Melody and Memory may be for a rhythm game, it's still playing a rhythm game to Kingdom Hearts music. Hey, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/meta_J. That's META_J. I'm no longer having Twitch as my main streaming platform because my main stream is going to be over here on the YouTube side, you know, where I do a bunch of all my blind playthroughs of like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Sonic Frontiers when I get to that point, Dragon Quest 11 that's when I get to that point, all of that stuff. But my random streams or my chill stream where I may be playing Smash or Animal Crossing or rhythm games like Persona dancing games or Melody of Memory, that's going to be on Twitch, so still follow me there below. Wave of Darkness 1, fire. Yeah, Darkness of the Unknown, the full version. Darkness of the Unknown. It's such a long song, but just know this definitely shows a side of Xemnas. He was definitely hiding the entire time, I should say. Because Xemnas did not give up. He fights you once, that's one-on-one. You think that's it, but nope, it's not. Then he's throwing the skyscrapers at you. You have to go up to his like castle ship. You have to break that down. Then he has the no heart armor. He's fighting you that way. And then you think it's you won again, but nope. Then he has the dragon forms. And you have to go and fight that. Beat the skyscrapers again. There's no heart form again. And then it's like, oh, is that it? Nope, that's not it. And then boom. It's one more 1v1, except not 1v1, it's 1v2 because you and Riku are fighting him now. And he's like, I will not allow it to end this way. So all those forms you still want to fight. Then you have other moments like this. This is the most replayed section. What part is this? Yeah. That really high volume violins in this key, that's so sinister. That's why Lost Creator de la Not has the exact same thing, and why you can hear aspect of this in L'Impero Oscuro, which is Young Zayn North's theme. Then it goes back down, this form to fighting No Heart again, then the final form to where it's like, you know what? All these tricks and transformations, they're good and they're strong, but clearly that's not enough. Let me just rely on me, myself, and my basic powers. Just get the job done. Rely on my ethereal blades. Rely on my clones, my magic, and that's all. That's his hardest form. It's just like with Unbreakable Chains. It's like, you know what? Cut all the extra stuff. This is why this final segment of Darkness of the Unknown is my favorite, and why I still like Unbreakable Chains more than Into the Darkness. Y'all see what picture I picked for Darkness of the Unknown? That's that Kingdom Hearts 2 intro. I said Darkness of the Unknown. You can go right here. No. Yeah. Let's do that. That's good. That feels good. That feels right. So just for reference, I only missed one song. I forgot to hit the record button, but I was talking about Replicas. Talking about how Replicas was a song that starts off really unique in and of itself. Like it's just like straight up, it's time for battle. Let's gather together because you know it's that fight in the remind. It starts adding in the Destati elements like right here, but it's really almost like electronics. Like it's not really it. But then it hits this part, which is the most replayed section. Starts hollowing out, gets the drums back in, and the actual real chance. And then once it gets the real chance, dun, 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 cuts back to something completely. See how that constant treading really makes you feel like it fits for a fight to where there's so many enemies and there's constant fighting and interactions, and you have to keep on and stay focused. That's what Aqua was telling Lee. Don't talk, let's just fight. Although she could have been maybe a little bit nicer about it, but I mean, honestly, she was right to tell him that. Like, now is not the time. We are fighting for the sake of the entire world getting reset. You can have plenty of time to spit game at Aqua another time, Lee. Now is not the time. So what I ended up doing was I put Replicas right here above the Stadium 30 Reflection, and I accidentally put Unforgettable, the Kingdom Hearts 3 version, up here, and I was like, ain't no way. So I moved it back down. And that's where we're at Lord of the Castle. The only thing it has are these horns. You know a song has to be a little bit even the horns for me that I've been preaching about this whole time isn't gonna cut it. Like, it definitely gives you a vibe of regality with the big synonymous harmonious horns just pumping, like almost like you have the horns raised to the sky just blowing and playing the music while whoever the royalty is walks through, kind of like that. That's what that section sounds like, but that's only plus you have Lord of the Castle. Forza dell'Oscurito. Oh, what are you? You need to sit back and listen to this one. Oh, that's different. Where else did I hear that in? That's a way different tone of playing that. That almost sounded like a voice in there. This is really sinister. It sounds more Ace and Xenoblade. Is this Yoko? Oh, it is. I mean, of course, it has her work in there, so I mean, not surprised that it's Yoko, but that beginning was very, very impressive. You're going up here, got to. Wow. That's killed it. In a good way. Wow, I don't even remember that. I was speechless. Well, here we go. This is another one. I'm going to play this one straight up, and let me tell you why. So remember everything I said about Aqua Illusion? And if you're skipping through this video with the timestamp that I so graciously put there, you're welcome. Go listen to that Aqua Illusion section and then come back here, because I'm just going to be bouncing back off that one. This takes everything about Aqua Illusion and makes it so much more doom-filling, tragic, but at the same time, decisively hopeful. It's like Aqua, after an entire decade of fighting and fighting and fighting, dealing with something she had to deal with. Ventus's the grief from leaving Ventus behind, not being able to fully save Terra, the worlds collapsing even more than they already were, but also not knowing the status of the worlds entirely, knowing that someone's out there helping and trying to save the world, aka Sora, but why are things still the way they are? But it's like, even so, I'm still stuck here. It seems like Meggy forgot about me, and now on top of having to deal with the grief of Ventus and having to fight Terra's darkness and all the darkness down here, I had to fight my own. And then after over a decade of fighting, ooh, that's when she finally could not take it, and the darkness did temporarily take her. This is one of the biggest tragedies of Kingdom Hearts 3's marketing, is spoiling more of this, but it was still an incredible song, incredible emotion. But like I said, even with all of that, it's still, you hear the drums and the epicness of it. It's like, after all this time, Aqua, we got her, but you're here to stop that? Oh wait, you can accomplish that. You really think we're just gonna let you do that? You think I'm going to let you take me back into the light after the darkness finally embraced me? And it's such an epic, tragic track. That's why you're going right here. Yeah, better than Vector to Heavens? Absolutely. Better than The Other Promise? Yes. Without a doubt in my heart. Dismiss and Anti-Aqua, oh, they're just next level. The key. Now this is gonna be a quick one. This song actually doesn't do much. I'm going to play it, and for those that know, you know, this song honestly is a whole lot of, I don't want to say dead air. It's a lot of just, it's almost like this music could be substituted into the Mirage Arena if you just wanted a slight tone change. It's not bad, but it's just, it doesn't do much anything. It's like, come on, anything at all? It's almost similar to Disappeared, except even Disappeared does more. And who's next? Rage Awakened, bro. Everybody and their mother knows Rage Awakened. And this song is, honestly, I also got into Dark Dive recently. So remember how I had the story about dismissing Rage Awakened? Anti-Aqua snuck in there too. That is also an S+ tier song right there. It's not because Birth by Sleep was my favorite that these three songs are above the rest of the others in the S+ tier, but it's these songs that make my attachment to Birth by Sleep and the characters so much more intense. It's like, because a lot of people so quick to say, oh, you only like this because you're biased towards this. No, this is my favorite because of these things. It's not like these things are my favorite because this is my favorite. It's like, no, these things being as good as they are, so I'm gonna be attached to this particular thing. Let me run that back. Do you see how it's a perfect incline? Let's ride this one out. Just a section. And you even hear aspect of Rage Awakened inside Dismiss too, right here. Dun, dun, dun. This is its own more light take on Dismissed. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And by the way, I do like Rage Awakened The Origin more. It's not that much different, to be honest with you. Actually, I'll go ahead and play it. It's not really a whole lot different. It's just more like a slightly different tone. It's more like hollow, which really reminds me of Lingering Will because it's an empty suit. But I do like Rage Awakened The Origin. Actually, these are about the same. Good Move You, and then Rage Awakened The Origin. Dun, dun. Honestly, I mentioned Sinister Shadows so much, but I honestly, do I remember Sinister Shadows like that? Oh yes, this song, yes. This is where I got a lot of my talk about the we hear that? Dun, you hear like the xylophone in the background? That goes so much towards the creepy tension, like pitter pattering of the heartless. Dun, 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 dun. Those are things that are always going to be in the back of your mind, even if you don't recognize it at first. You'll hear it and it'll register in the back of your mind if you don't automatically recognize it, but you'll still get the effects of it. You know what I'm saying? This is why I talk about this song so much because of things like Uncontrollable, the tumbling, Vim and Vigor, Tension Rising, and Tension Rising represents revenge especially. That's why. A lot of these I'll definitely be able to breeze through. Limpedo Obscure Kingdom Hearts 3 version, don't worry. This is gonna be quick. How did they handle the Young Xehanort section of the Young Xehanort songs? It sounds really Organization 13. Sounds like a huge organ, but it's more electronic and hollow. Oh. It's so like electronic and we're playing Galaga. I mean, it's good. I like it. It's like a remix where they definitely had fun making this. Okay, that's definitely way higher than I was initially thinking. Dismiss Kingdom Hearts 3 version. Let's get that out of the way. Get out of the way. Nocfuego. I feel like Yozora is one character that I have not talked about on the channel in my theories a whole lot, because I talk so much about Gold, Apprentice Xehanort, and Lucio on my channel, because those have been the most interesting theory stuff to talk about. I made one. It's a Kingdom Hearts and The World Ends With You video comparing Yozora to Shiki Masaki for The World Ends With You fans. If I remember, I'll leave that video in the description, so check the description if it's there. This one is really chill and moderate, but it's so intimidating. I just hear, there, your power is mine. Shout out to Dylan Sprouse. Was it Dylan Sprouse? It was definitely Dylan Sprouse. Whoever was in the studio on this piano, they killed it. Dun, 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 dun. This is definitely the theme of a character that is not about all this emotion and not about all of this fluff and filler, and he's just like, look, we're here to scrap and I'll fight you, so I'll just take a nice, simple but threatening and impactful song, and you're gonna have to hold this L. I'll take your Keyblade too. See ya. Definitely probably the master of simple but break the limits that you would expect to have on it. Do I like it more than Darkness of the Unknown? If you made it this far, put hashtag Nocfuego or Darkness of the hashtag Darkness of the Unknown under comment and let me know which one of those you prefer. I'll judge it like this. I've listened to Nocfuego more than I've listened to Darkness of the Unknown. That's how I decide, and that is it. Luxord 13 struggle? You might be like, Luxord 13 struggle? That exists? Yes, it does. Take a listen. Hit him with that. Doesn't Dashi be hitting that? Shout out to Dashi. Hit those chimes. Dun, 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 dun. It's all in my ears. I like this one. It's definitely probably my favorite version of 13 Struggle. 13 Struggle is not a bad song at all, but it took something so unique and fun like this, because that's all Luxord does. He just has fun. I mean, he loves playing games. Oh, I like it more than both of these for sure. Yes, yes. Actually, no, I'll do this. Boom, bam, ba. Yeah, yeah. And what's he doing over there, Luxord? This is how you be doing it? This is the most replay section? What is it? Oh, the whole... Alright then, the whole band's going off for this section. Oh my gosh. And then just to breathe out the... That was disgusting. Yeah. You can go right there. I'm not really just gonna end up on No More Bugs last. 13 Struggle, look, you have nothing on that Luxord version that just blessed my ears, and everybody and the mother knows what you sound like. Yeah, there we go. See you. And Into the Darkness Kingdom Hearts 3 version, I was tapped away during the spin, so I lost all my suspense. I'm still listening to this Luxord version of 13 Struggle, by the way. I'm sorry. I remember the Kingdom Hearts 3 version of Into the Darkness being really good, actually. It's one of the Kingdom Hearts 3 versions of certain really big key song of the Birth by Sleep song, I'll say, because like Dismiss fell flat for the Kingdom Hearts 3 version. Rage Awakened, the Kingdom Hearts 3 fell terribly flat. The Kingdom Hearts 3 version of Uncontrollable is just dead in the water. But this actually is such an incredible take on Into the Darkness. It's like it masters what Unbreakable Chains and everything. Like I said, if you're skipping to this part, go and look at the sections where I talked about the Birth by Sleep, Into the Darkness, and Uncontrollable Chain and Unbreakable Chains. I mean, see what I said about those? And this basically perfectly captures what those two accomplish. I'm taking you serious now because you're a threat to me and could take me out. So I'm fully focused and composed. But now I'm in full control of my chaotic nature and I could run free and wild and unpredictable, but I'm still in full control and I'm not scared of doing that either. Whereas before, I was playing as careful as possible because I thought that was the end, but now the cards are in our hand. It's our turn to go. We dealt. We have the advantage. Or do we? Guess we'll have to see. Oh my gosh, Kingdom Hearts 3 just, it either elevated certain songs to an incredible level or it ruined them. And also there's some in betweens, but most of them, they elevated them to incredible levels, whether they aren't still better than the original, but still really unique and fresh takes on these songs. Like Vector to the Heavens, it's not better than the original, but it's such an interesting and new fresh take that is beautiful. This right here, I gotta put this right here. This was already S tier, being the gatekeeper to the S plus tier, and you were also an S tier, but this being the combination, the perfect combination, of course it's gonna be better than the other promise. Hit that wheel again. Am I really gonna be left with no more bugs as the last song? It was a meme, it was a joke. This is what I get. Fight to the death. All right, I gotta pause this, sadly. Pain. Fight to the death. I'm going to look you up because I forget which game you're from. Isn't this like the early phases of Darkness to the Unknown? Am I tripping? Or is this what you fight like after you fight Xemnas around the skyscraper area in this first form, but then you're running up to the castle? Huh. A fight to the death? But I guess technically, I guess that must mean it must go up here, but no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Better. No more bugs. Are you? I could definitely breeze through some of these. Oh yeah. Forza Finale. This song is the full brunt of, you know what? We've made all these different compositions of Xehanort, young Xehanort, Ansem, Xemnas. So let's just have fun and just throw them all together, but blend them so well to where it's perfect for a fight to where you have to fight young Xehanort, Ansem, and Xemnas all at once. This goes off. Let's just take it in for a second. Comes young Xehanort with his signature violin section again. Almost sound like a cello. Oh yeah. Forza Finale is just almost 7.5 minutes of just pure headbanging. It's incredible. It's definitely a top tier song, absolutely. That's why I had to make this epic version with young Xehanort, Xemnas, and Ansem right here. The song is incredible. Definitely going right up there. Boom. And the home stretch. Wave of Darkness 2 is basically Wave of Darkness 1 except more chorus. Where that? Yeah, it's a lot more deep and full. Additional trumpets, harder drums, and like a tone change goes to a deeper octave. And a male chorus, key thing to note. Still really good, by the way. You can go right there. It was a joke. No more bug is really about to be lost. If these dividers were smaller, it would have been picked. Sykes. I know this one was kind of different, I think. Oh yeah, this one was hard. That's why I made it look like this. This one was hard, just like the Luxor one. They go really hard on the cymbals and also the crunchiness to it. It's so crunchy. Let's see once it drops. Listen. But they still have those signature organization horns. Like it has the sharp, the twist, almost like a distortion, but like a really high pitch and staticky. And it's getting really crunchy later on. Right here, there you go. It's only in those split seconds, but it starts doing it more often. But Sykes is a lot more beautifully hardcore, whereas Luxor's is just pure fun. Oh my, okay. That was definitely a world that never was, but that sounded like a Shion motif in there. No, that was another other promise motif, I think. I mean, that would make sense because you only know this if you play 358 Days Over 2, the game. When Roxas is leaving the organization and he's leaving the castle, you know, right before you had that scene with Roxas and Axel where it's like, you can't turn on the organization. If you get on the bad side, they'll destroy you. There's actually a fight in the Days game where you fight Sykes on your way out. So that would make sense for that other promise motif to be there. You can go right there. Yes, sir. Don't get it twisted. The 13th struggle for Luxor is too much of a banger alert. Too much of a banger alert. Kingdom Hearts 3's version of Dismiss, I'll play it, but honestly the rest of these I could just breeze through. It's not bad, but it suffers from the same thing that Kingdom Hearts 3 Rage Awakened does. It's like, it's different from the normal version, but instead of it just being a unique reprise and take on their theme, it doesn't feel like it belongs to them anymore, simply because of such simple differences. I mean, it's not bad, it's just not built like those other ones. I'm going to move some of these down because I feel like the gap is starting to widen as far as the quality of those. Final 4, no more bugs. Oh, nope, it's not getting picked again. Well, screwed it dead like Naruto. Look, y'all already know about this one. This one goes without saying. Just sit back and enjoy this. This song is so good. It was so new. I mean, I'm sinking down on my chair because of this song. This is how you make a new type of style for a character that still takes essence of your old ones, but not make it feel like it's no longer them anymore. Wait a minute. Why do I have so many tiles left? 3. Struggle away, dance to the death, and no more bugs. Desire for all that is lost. Did I listen to this? I didn't place this one. Y'all really heard me talk about this and just not place it? This is the barrier for the banger alert tier. It's like, are you better than these two? If you're better than these two, then you gotta bring your A game if you want to get on top of this. I'm gonna tell you right now, struggle away, you can keep all of that. Dance to the death? Oh, this. I mean, yeah, this is a good song. I like this song, but that's it. Something special, exceedingly special about it. They're just well-composed, fun songs to listen to while I fight a boss. Oh, I did fight to the death, not dance to the death. Nah, right here. They lost Creator Dead like not. I like that. No wonder this is the most replayed section because this is so beautiful. This feels like a Xenoblade 3 section right here. Hey, I'm still playing through Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Actually, by the time this comes out, I may be done with the game. Check it out. The whole playthrough is on this YouTube channel, so peep. This is a incredible section right here. The rest of it is but this string right here, no wonder this was the most replayed section. Right here, and then just going down and down and down until the special section just dwindles off. It doesn't ruin it like the Dismiss does. And by ruin, I don't mean make it bad. I just mean heavily nerf it in comparison to the original. But the songs itself are still good. That is a crunchy horn. And well, how you doing, Recoded? No more bugs. This was literally your only song. Well, I guess we got to do it a service. This is what I get. Yes, I remember that section. I haven't listened to this song in like a month or month and a half when I made the tiles for this template of my tier list. Listen, as much as I was clowning and memeing on this song being last, this song is actually, don't get me wrong, it ain't that good, but it's good. Let's do this. It's like a nerf to Mega Man song, so I gotta put you down and B. All right, that is it. And we're going to listen to No More Bugs, 30-minute loop. Thank you for watching. If you stayed this long, put a hashtag No More Bugs on your comment and that could be it. And this was a long video. Leave suggestions in the comments below about the next ultimate tier list you guys want me to do. I'm thinking about Mega Man Battle Network Cross Fusions, Star Force and Battle Network boss themes. People requested doing a tier list ranking the Persona 3 and 4 enemy shadows. So I'll keep that in mind. Persona 5 Royal Palace themes. I have some written down too, but I don't have an exact order for what it's going to be. But this one was a very long and intensive video to make. So show some love, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one.